Today we're going to look at some rare Mariah Carey footage. Hey kids, Treacle here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be looking at some rare Mariah Carey footage. This is in conjunction with the Mariah Source on YouTube, so a big thanks to them. They've given me permission to look at some of their videos, and looking at the thumbnails I'm excited because there's some stuff that I maybe recognize and some stuff that I don't. But even more excitedly, I am not doing this on my own. Today I am sitting down with one of my channel members. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the channel Ghia Parow. Hey Ghia.
Hey Treacle.
Welcome on board. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
And it's a pleasure to have you on my channel. And thank you so much for being a member. I really do appreciate all the support you've been giving me in the channel. I love catching up with you on social media and in the comments. There's so much going on right now. It's just so much fun, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. And you keep me entertained through it all. Like when there's never a dull moment, because whenever Mariah has a lull, there's a new video on your channel. So it balances out.
We've got to get ourselves through this situation, through this pandemic one way or another. So today we are going to be looking at some rare Mariah footage. I'm really excited for this.
I am too. Like you said, there's some moments that look familiar. Like I can pinpoint certain days and like eras and looks, but the specific like video looks unfamiliar to me even. So that's rare.
That's exactly the point, because I look at some of the thumbnails and I feel like I recognize the outfit, like the look, but I don't know if I've seen the video footage from that day. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick flick through the Mariah Source YouTube channel and pick out some videos. Let's get started. So this is the Mariah Source, Ghia. Here we have a range of videos, and let's just go back and forth. I'm going to let you go first. You're the guest here. What is taking your fancy? What do you like the look of?
The first thing that caught my eye, I'm not even gonna lie here, was this best quality Mariah Carey butterfly BBC, just because of the hair and the look. I don't think I've seen that.
Mariah Carey butterfly BBC National Lottery 97. So yeah, we would have on TV, we would have the National Lottery, the drawing of the numbers, and it's like really small, a little bit cheesy, tacky, but sometimes you would get some decent celebrities on, and I forget actually Mariah had done this. So this is for me, this is over in the UK. I don't know whether we've seen this before. I've seen this before.
She's just in for America. Please welcome Mariah Carey.
Do you see that? They're not ready. That's like the backing singers, like, oh, quick, positions.
I thought one of them could have even been Mariah.
Possibly, they're not ready. I'm going to say something controversial, so a little bit brave maybe, but do you feel like she looks not really into it, like a little bit tired maybe or something?
Like she's not giving it her all maybe? But sorry, that was horrible. But no, I do think she was probably a little tired, probably vocally as well. That's probably why she had to go for a track. You know, but I am seeing maybe some stress as well.
Yeah, I've followed her around, not in this era, but on some of her eras during like her just UK promo, and knowing that crazy schedule is part of the European schedule, and that's part of her global schedule. It is crazy, and she would turn up at hotels in the middle of the night. She would do so many different radio and TV shows in a day, and I feel like I could see that a little bit in her eyes, you know. And this is not a show I would expect her or anyone to sing live on. It is a really crappy show. It's just the fact it's Saturday night, so everyone's tuning in to see whether they've won the lottery or not. But yeah, I just feel like she's a bit tired. I feel bad for her. Like, I feel like you can just see it there. It's in the eyes. It's when she looks into the camera, she just looks, I mean, bless her, we know she doesn't always sleep very well. I think maybe the day's schedule got a bit on top of her. Having said that, she looks beautiful. Her skin looks flawless here.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, she is probably so exhausted, but her look and her hair and her makeup, you can just tell she was done to the nines here.
Impeccable. Right, my turn to pick. What should we go for? I know it's only a few seconds long, but backstage rehearsal for St. John the Divine, I've got to have it.
Like a cat.
Look at that hair.
Why not?
No, so
Come on, Bill. Don't you think that would be cute? Like a little built-in ski cap. They hurting you?
I lied. I said it doesn't hurt.
Oh, why didn't you just get them waxed?
Because we need the shape first, and then you can shoe wax and keep the shape.
He's got his own method.
I'm a sneeze.
Well, bear with it. Suffer for beauty, girl.
Okay, she's got to go.
Okay, we gotta go.
Gotta suffer for your beauty. I was just waiting for her to turn to the camera and give us the whole 500 hours beauty school, because we've had that 1,000 times.
That was a 500 hours of beauty school moment for sure.
Definitely. That's proper behind the scenes, because my first thought was same as yours. Oh my God, her hair. Like, she's obviously just washed it and there she is towel drying it. That's not behind the scenes, like she's in like a shades with, lighting and a splash. That really is, God honest, behind the scenes. They're all just hanging out, getting ready, and she's chit-chatting. I have never seen that before.
I've seen where that comes from, but I don't think I've seen that particular clip, no.
All right, what do you fancy next?
Mariah Carey alt unseen footage from Japan.
The most important thing would be to believe that you can make you can achieve your goals. If you don't seriously believe it, then it's going to be pretty hard to make it happen. So, I think that was the most important thing with me, that I never would have given up, even though things happened for me very quickly and I was very fortunate. I think the most important thing for anyone, the first thing is to believe you can do it. And then the second thing is just to be willing to work very hard. I really hate to categorize myself like that. It's very difficult for me to say, because there are so many different, as you said, there are so many different types of music on the album. I mean, they're all R&B influenced. But, I tried to kind of cover a lot of territory, because I'm not just influenced by one style, and just especially even doing the remixes and the collaborations that I've done on this project has been fun for me, because a lot of times, I stayed more with the ballads and didn't go into the other areas of music that I love, like hip hop, for instance. And it's been so much fun for me to be able to collaborate with people that I love and respect on this project. So I wouldn't want to pinpoint myself into being one thing only.
That's really interesting, because we've heard her speak on that time and that process, hip hop and doing what I actually want to do, like retrospectively. But I love seeing her like fully in the moment, in the Daydream era, speaking and quite confidently about it. Good for her.
That's one of the main reasons why I fell in love with Mariah so much, is because she says things like that keep me going and keep inspiring me to do better. And it's just like a pleasant surprise to see one of those moments that is super rare and I haven't seen before. So it opens up like the nostalgia of when I first fell in love with her, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. I've said it a few times to several different people that I'm a little bit envious of people that join the Lamely now, or just a few years ago, because they've got all these treasures on YouTube. So when something like this pops up, this is great, because I'm like just absorbed. Like, I don't know if I've seen this interview, I don't remember it. So yeah, it's precious. The only thing with that clip is we didn't have the questions. So you have to listen to her answer to figure out what it was that she was being asked in the first place. Oh, let's hear her speak about the remixes, because I'm more interested in this project since the memoir. Yeah, when she went to Japan and negotiated that deal to get out of her contract, it was ending with the remixes, which was what, 2003, 2004? But she said when that project came around, she had more of a hand in it with like picking what was going on the track listing. I think things like the artwork, because Tommy was gone by that point. Tommy was not with Sony. So she was a bit more involved in the project. So now I want to listen to how she was speaking about it at the time, because she actively got involved with the promo. She was more engaged with it.
Now with the news that you need to know, give it up for MTV News' Gideon. Yeah, go. Wow. Gotta love that. So I have news about Mariah Carey, who has a brand new record in stores this week, and it is the fulfillment of her last contractual obligation with her former label, Sony, when the pop diva settled for $28 million.
Yes, give us those facts. It's her last contractual obligation to Sony. You tell the people.
I am here for the tea with this video, Treacle. I was not expecting any of that to roll off his tongue right there.
I love that. It's not just the standard Mariah's here with a new record. Mariah's here with a new record and she's free of Sony as of this moment. I love it. He's doing his job well.
Oh, yeah.
Away from her job there in 2002. And I got to know what I'm doing wrong, because $28 million is a lot of money. The new album is a greatest hits of sorts. It's not your usual catalog of golden oldies. It's all remixes. And if you guys want to learn more about it, check this out.
Mariah Carey, Queen of the Remix? That just might be her new title after her
If this is a juicy interview, I might just let it play so we just get to enjoy
Mariah's
it.
rap song collabos and reminds us that she was at the forefront of bringing hip-hop into pop.
When you hear, you know, an Ashanti Ja Rule collabo or a Fat Joe Ashanti or a J-Lo, are you fans of all those songs, or do you think some of them work and some don't? Or?
Well, I think that it's a formula now that works.
All the usual suspects are here, from ODB on Fantasy. Dear Mariah.
Before we move on, do you think that was deliberate on his part or just an unhappy accident?
I do. I honestly do think that was intentional, because the whole, back in the glitter era, the samplation situation with J-Lo was a big thing, and that's how crazy Mariah started, you know what I mean? So I think it was either shade to them or shade to Mariah in some sort of way.
I feel like he knew what the weight of that name is, and he's kind of slipping it in to maybe try and get some kind of reaction. Because if you've got that moment, if you have if you get an answer from a celebrity that's then going to go viral and be picked up by lots of different outlets, then you can kind of like pat yourself on the shoulder that you created that. Although this is only 2003, so it's before we have like things going viral on the internet and stuff like that. But I'm inclined to think it's deliberate. Who is that guy, Ghia? Because I recognize him. He's interviewed Mariah before. I recently watched MTV Shining Through the Rain, and he's there. So I recognize him, but who is he?
I don't know who he is. I feel like we gotta look this up, but I was just gonna say he's on Shining Through the Rain, and I believe he does another thing with her as well in the Charm Bracelet era around 2003. So he's got to be like some MTV guy or something.
Okay, guys, if you know who he is, let us know in the comments.
I can still walk down the street and have somebody run up to me and go, "Me and Mariah," you know.
Exactly.
To Busta on I Know What You Want.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it.
Sometimes like just a really simplistic track like that with a melody that's so simple catches on. I think people liked the way Busta was singing on it. You know what I mean? I did.
To classic dance club track.
I love hearing her voice, and it's a little bit husky, a little bit raspy. Makes me worry that she's overworking herself a little bit. She sounds tired, but I love how her voice sounds.
Her voice sounds almost gone there, like laryngitis almost. Like she's probably been up in the studio or something, recording Emancipation.
Even with those club records, I would just go in and start singing whatever, because the melody is totally different. But when you put a really good rapper on top of it, it takes it to another level.
She knows she loved Jay because
you would never say no to like a Jay-Z collabo. It was something I wanted to do. It wasn't even something that the label said, "Hey, we need you to go in and do a remix." I was like, when are we doing the remix?
Well, judging by the number of people who are singing along to all those videos, I think Sony's going to make some of that $28 million back. The remixes is in stores now. And if you guys want to read more of John Norris's interview with Mariah, check out our feature. It's over at mtvnews.com.
I can't work out whether he is trying to be a little bit shady or he's just trying to demonstrate that he's done his homework and he's got facts.
I feel like there's a reason why I haven't seen this interview / this man speaking, because he's saying too many things that are true. Like, I feel like there's a level of decorum in journalism where you don't really say what the facts are in a sort of, if you know what I mean, like a political sort of way. So what he's saying, I totally agree with because I'm a hardcore lamb, but I can see why it might not be the most popular thing, especially in this era, because everyone's still kind of against Mariah, right?
She's still, yeah, climbing that ladder again after, well, yeah, after Glitter and with Charm Bracelet. Right. Your choice. We'll do a couple more.
Okay. One I was looking at, I was super excited about, was only 9 seconds, and it's this Mariah Maximum Super Bowl party because she's got that thing on her back. And right now in the Mariah Carey community, that's like a trending meme, is like there's a scar on her back that she covers with a butterfly. So I'm just intrigued by that.
We're doing a patriotic moment.
Oh, let me turn on. Wait a minute. Come on. We gotta get to see it.
All right.
I never really gave much thought to it prior to the memoir. I knew that she had some kind of scar or birthmark, and she many times, late 90s, early 2000s, she was wearing different stick-on tattoos, temporary tattoos and things to cover something. And then sometimes you see her without it and you notice it, but it's not really bad. It's not horrific or anything, but I don't think anything about it. But then after the memoir, I saw a few people comment online. I'm like, oh, maybe that is scarring, physical scarring from that incident she spoke about, because that kind of would make sense.
I honestly didn't even know that she was covering a scar with the butterflies there until literally this week. So now that I read the memoir and put those things together, it totally could be, because I've seen a few of Mariah's other scars, like on her knee and things of that nature. And, lambs obsess over these things, so.
Let's jump over to Rainbow Tour announcement, because I think I recognize this moment because there's the rainbow of balloons. But yeah, it's only a quick minute.
Treacle, I'm sorry, there's a huge spider. I need to kill it.
Deal with it. Absolutely.
Oh my God. I'm here.
Big news here in Beverly Hills as Mariah Carey tells me she's going to do something she has not done in 8 years.
I'm going on tour for the first time, a world tour.
I'm just finding the editing of some of these, it just tickles me. It's just my sense of humor. She's doing something she's not done in 8 years. I'm going on tour. It was a bit blunt.
A brief world tour for the first time since 1993.
Mariah's ambitious international tour begins on Valentine's Day in Belgium. From there, the superstar hits several other European cities and the Far East, finally rolling onto U.S. shores on March 16th with a concert in Los Angeles.
I had some time and I really wanted to go out and be with the fans, but I didn't want to give too much away.
Now, Mariah had many things on her mind this morning besides her concert tour. She also wanted to set the record straight about rumors that she is thinking about legally changing her name to Nunez, the last name with which her father was born.
All I asked for was a freaking fact check. No, I am not changing my name, and whoever wrote that, get your stuff together.
Now, you may wonder why Mariah's tour is only 2 months long. Well, she told me that's because she's starting a brand new movie. It's called All That Glitters.
Rainbow really was that short of a tour. I know here in London she did, I believe it's just the one show. It's a little bit before my Lambdom. It's a little bit before my Lambdom. That's a hard word to get out. But yeah, it's a little bit before my time. I didn't go to the Rainbow concert here in London. But yeah, technically it's a world tour because she's going all over. But it was, 2 months because... yeah, All That Glitters.
So the tour wasn't super long or anything like that, right?
Well, it went from, February, March. Yeah, it was literally 2 months, 19 shows.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so so she did, just the one. Yeah, so this is the day that I think, my understanding, I heard the story one time, that that David Morales remix, the revival triumphant one for Can't Take That Away.
Yep.
She, as I understand it, as I heard it, she recorded the vocals for that after that show in London.
Yes, you were telling me about this. Okay, I totally remember. And it has the late night loose vibe.
Yeah, which is why I love it. So that's the date. Now I know the date, February 26th. That's when I believe, or in the early hours of the morning of February 27th, whichever way you like to cut it. But yeah, so just a few dates in Europe. Oh, she did go to Asia and then North America. Technically, that's a world tour. She's done Europe, she's done Asia, she's done North America.
It's more dates than the Daydream tour, I think. So
Good for her squeezing that in.
oh yeah.
Right, let's do one more each. What do you fancy?
Gotta get a good one. The behind the scenes of Honey.
Done.
I have never seen that before.
I worked with him back before he was Puff Daddy, the big-time rap star. I mean, you know. He thinks he's the hardest working person in showbiz, but I think I am.
That is, I think, hilarious on the jet ski when she's like wriggling around, but then like going up on the helicopter, like really sexy. I've not seen it before.
She was serving us legs, Treacle.
Oh my God, yeah, legs all the way. Look at her on the jet, like she's just having fun. It's really, it just looks a bit silly out of context, but look, oh my gosh, legs, legs, legs.
Oh, muscles too. And the Gucci pumps, of course.
I feel like this look doesn't get enough justice in the music video because it looks great here.
Thank you for bringing up that point, because these shots, I feel like, are only in the remix, the Honey remix video. And I think that the helicopter moment would have been great for the original video.
Okay, I'm going to go for my final choice. I'm going to go with this Tower Records appearance. This looks like the look where she had that famous, I haven't really listened to Madonna since I was in like the 8th grade or whatever, when she used to be popular or something. Does it look like that to you?
It does look, it definitely looks like that to me.
I mean, I have been in London to see Mariah, and I've been outside hotels, outside TV studios, but my first time was 2001. It was not like that. I would not have coped or survived with that. That is crazy.
I think she knows she's famous at this point.
I think you would. I think. You know what? I don't think this is the Madonna quote. I could be wrong. I feel like it's just because she's full on Daydream era. It looks like the hair and everything. I'm less confident now whether it's a Madonna quote.
You're right. I think the Madonna one, I think she's got like some sort of hat on and a brown. I think she's wearing a brown jacket.
I think this is her just arriving and sitting down and settling for like an album signing or something, maybe.
I see such a baby here. Like you can definitely tell she's still grappling with the idea of, oh, I'm a famous person and this is what I have to do, you know?
It must be really difficult to sit there and be poised and smiling for every single person, and you see the mask kind of slip away a little bit. I just think it just humanizes her, because when she sits there and she's like full on smile, I mean, my God, her face must really ache by the end of it, but it's just, that's so unnatural. No one sits there with a smile on their face the whole time. So I think it's interesting to see her like that, because everyone's looking at her, but she's not actually singing or performing. She's just there talking to people, signing. It's almost a bit awkward. I can't imagine being in a situation like that. And I wonder how long she does it for as well.
And now we know she's in Sony prison and Sing. Like she's obviously not happy behind closed doors in this era. So she's faking it.
Sadly, yeah. As much as anything, what was interesting in that clip is just to have the camera turn around and show the amount of people and just how crazy Tower Records was with all those crowds. Huge numbers of people.
Super overwhelming.
I am absolutely loving the Mariah Source. That is just a quick look at some of their videos. Hopefully more content to come as well in the future. So Ghia, I think, yeah, you and I both need to come back and check out the rest of these clips sometime.
Oh yes, there's too many good ones. I don't want to miss out on a single one.
Yeah, there are a few performances, but what really excites me the most are the early interviews. I can see some other interviews that I haven't seen before. I need to go and check it out. So guys, those of you that are watching, it's the Mariah Source on YouTube. Go and check them out. And Ghia, darling, thank you so much for joining me. This was fun.
It was, definitely. Thank you so much for having me, Treacle. Honestly, like, I love what you do. I love your videos. They get me through the week, girl, darling, especially in a year like this. It's necessary. It's needed. So keep it up, please. You're doing a great thing here. So
thank you. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. Part of the fun of doing the channel is making new friends, and it's fun to, share the lamp love with other people. So yeah, thank you so much. And I will see you back on social media. We're always on Instagram DMing each other. So I'm sure straight after this video, I'll see you on Instagram.
I'm sure.
You can interact with Ghia by following her on Instagram at The Queen G, and also be sure to follow The Adventures of Gigi on Instagram. Ghia partners with Gareth, and they bring you a Mariah focused podcast every Thursday. So do go and check that out. And then here on their Instagram, they have a live after show on Sundays with an Instagram live. So guys, make sure you follow Ghia on Instagram and join in with those live chats on Sundays.
Seriously, thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you to the Mariah Source on YouTube for these videos. I had a great time looking at them. There is still more that I need to watch. There's lots of content there that I don't remember or I've not seen before. It's really rare. So guys, hop on it and go and like the videos, watch all of them, and make sure you subscribe. The link is in the description below. Big thank you to my channel member Ghia. That was so much fun. And thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment below and let me know which of the videos that we watched today was your favorite, and if you recognize them, have you seen them before? Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future content, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, thanks a lot.